Hey kids, you like that rock and roll?
Don't worry, don't be afraid, ever. This is just a ride.
On the program this evening,
Four Brothers Podcast.
Welcome to Four Brors Podcast. Today's guest is an amazing American comedian.
Aye.
Who is making waves in the NI scene.
Aye.
Aye. Be American, mate. Jazmynne Sierra, thank you very much for coming on, Jazz.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
So, why, of all places, Northern Ireland?
Honestly, okay, I'm a little crazy. I genuinely, one night, I had like a dream that I lived in Ireland.
Right.
And, you know, like Martin Luther King, I just woke up and I was like, I think I can make this
I have
happen.
a dream.
And I
That's
had
pretty
enough
cool,
money.
like.
Yeah, I didn't have any responsibilities really. And I was like, when else can I just fucking pick up and go?
Yeah, I
So,
suppose. No
Jesus.
responsibilities. Back home, you just sort of went, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
So, my question again, why Northern Ireland?
The dream, Gareth, if you didn't.
Why not Ireland, though, you know? Like, why fucking...
I specifically.
Was it that vivid for you then that it was like
Specifically, Antrim.
Antrim. Wait,
No, it was, you know, the island, and then it was which spot is going to give me a worker visa. So
Right enough. Is it
was-
easier here?
it was just the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was the dream like, what's the crack? Oh, what the fuck's what's happening? Like, what's happening? Oh, you're coming over here to come here? Why?
That's exactly it. That was it.
You
Whoa.
woke up,
Is this my dream?
Uncanny.
spoke to me.
Are we
Oh my
there?
god, I'm in love. That's mad, like.
That's really cool that you actually did it, you know?
Yeah.
Some would say it's insane, but yeah, no.
No, it's not the
Some of the best things are.
Well, that's like, a lot of people here would just do that, but the opposite, just pack everything up and go to America.
Oh.
You know, which it is becoming less and less the land of dreams. You know, it's so.
Well, it's portrayed to us that way, you know.
Yeah.
In childhood, that's what America was, the place that you
Hollywood.
had to be. You know what I mean?
It's like to the whole rest of the world, America is that it's Hollywood. Like, you know, it's larger than life.
Which we're finding out it's not great.
Fake news.
Yeah.
Fake news.
Not great.
Every disaster ever that happened in a movie is New York. Like, you know,
Yeah.
nothing happens anywhere else. That's why I always felt safe in Ireland as a kid. I'm just like, you know, even though we had the troubles and all, it's just like, so at least we don't.
No, bad
You know.
weather or anything like
Yeah,
that.
at least Thanos isn't here. Like, you know.
Yeah. Fuck's sake.
I'm distracted. Are you like big fan of Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
Yeah, big time. Like,
Yeah.
I think we all are really.
Yeah.
I forgot to put my sleeve on, but I'll do that.
That's
Fuck it.
big part of my childhood watching that cartoon. Like.
My first crush was Donatello.
Yeah, class.
Like a smart guy.
That's Jake's favorite turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine is Michelangelo. Like David.
I mean, Michelangelo is like the fun one.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he's just the one I loved when I was a kid, and like Turtles and Batman. Like
Batman,
all
Yeah,
I
can't
care
beat
about.
Turtles and Batman.
You know.
Like,
Oh, I don't know about Camp
I have a
like,
Power Ranger one here.
Oh, class.
nice.
I might have to get a Power Ranger one because that's childhood as well. Like most of these
What
come
colour?
from childhood. Like
Pink.
Sweet.
Well, my skin red, but
dark pink. Yeah, that no fucking TMNT or I don't know. Like
it's our childhood.
They
That's
are
it,
like,
like,
it was, it's
nostalgia.
amazing. Like,
even the movies, like, you know.
yeah,
love
yeah,
the
the
first
live action
movie.
movie was
Yeah.
amazing too. Like,
and the third one people hate, but it's childhood as well.
Is
It's
that the time
nostalgia.
traveling
That's
one,
a
isn't it?
yeah, the
that
one where
one's
they
a
go
bit
back to
sketchy
Japan.
though, is it not?
Apparently it's shite, but I haven't watched it since I was a kid.
I liked it back then anyway. Like, I haven't watched it since then. It mightn't hold up. But
Yeah,
Did you guys have Cartoon Network here?
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
did, but you had to be like, you had to live.
You can't be
somewhere-
rich.
somewhere
Gotta
other
be
than
rich
here.
as fuck. No, but we did have Cartoon Network.
We did, but
We
like,
did, like,
Yeah.
I think we.
Dexter's Laboratory and all. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Courage
So,
the Cowardly
I mean,
Dog.
Yeah.
We did. We had
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny fucking
I
Bravo.
love
like,
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo. like.
Ed, Ed, and Eddie. I loved Ed, Ed,
Yes.
and Eddie. What else?
Dragon Ball
fucking-
Z, like, really late at night.
But that was Boomerang or
No,
Toonami. or
something
Yeah,
something.
it was like on another channel.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a different
No, it
channel.
was
I
on
Am
Cartoon
Weasel.
Network,
Just remember
like,
that shit?
really late. Like,
Maybe. Yeah.
I don't know, like early on, like I think it did go on to another channel.
Yeah, but to get Cartoon Network here, you had to have Sky,
Okay.
which is like a cable sort of thing. Pardon me. And they pretty much we got Sky one time.
You said
for
that like nobody knew what Sky was.
Well,
well, she might because she's American.
all I know is I almost got in trouble for not having a cable.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing here.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
because you just had a TV and didn't pay for the
Yeah, I didn't know
I've
you had
never
to have.
paid for
Well,
that in my life.
it's
don't-
Or it's
yeah.
fine. Just don't answer the door to them.
Actually, there was.
Oh, you're
I've
talking about
never paid
TV
it.
license?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've never paid that
What
in my
is
life.
that?
No.
So it's
Fuck
like
that. It's like you're paying
BBC
the
1 and 2,
BBC.
right? You have to pay for because there's no adverts on it.
Yeah.
So if you have a terrestrial television with BBC 1 and BBC 2 on it, you have to pay like a monthly or yearly.
Yeah,
Thing.
it's just BBC One and BBC Two
Because there's no adverts
because
on it.
they're owned by the government and they have no adverts. Yeah, like Jake said, there's no adverts there, so you pay a tax for those channels,
That's
even though no
ridiculous.
one watches them
Isn't
anymore.
it?
Yeah.
Nobody pays it. If I don't pay it ever.
No.
I'm
I've
on
never paid it.
BBC and I don't even pay for it. I
They don't even pay you.
I don't understand.
Just don't answer the door to them.
Yeah. Or if you do, just tell them to fuck off.
Yeah.
You know.
Just be like,
Or
I
come
don't
on in.
watch them.
Where's the
fucking-
TV? Come on in. Where is it? Where's the TV?
Go
in here?
find it.
Try and find
Go
it.
find
There it is.
That's a fucking microwave. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, you always get like letters through the door like, this is your final notice.
Fucking the
And
final one.
This is the final one. We'll contact you for 20 years. If you don't pay in another 10, that's it.
Well, not on your roof at one time too.
What?
They were like on the roof and shit, and they're trying
Oh
to get in.
no, you're talking about.
You're talking
Oh.
about our fucking landlord.
Oh, that was the
Oh,
landlord.
no,
Yeah,
someone
that was-
cleaning the
that's that
fucking
one.
roof.
Jake fucking.
I didn't do shit. It was him. I knew the people. I was just
The
like,
guy-
yo, what the fuck you doing? But then he bounced up out of bed. Sorry, we'll start the story from the start.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
I was like, this is getting crazy.
Sorry. So we were all living together in a house, and our landlord sent people to the house without telling us to clean the roof. But they
At, like,
turned up
silly
at
o'clock,
like
like.
6:30 in the morning, and it sounded like people were breaking in through the roof, you know. So we jumped out of bed, disorientated, and went out a bit aggressively to the people, and then they sort of wanted to fight Garth. And then we had to all. I remember I was wearing one sock and I was just sitting on the step like, what's going on? Like, but
I can't
no, they
really
weren't
remember.
breaking in. They were just there to clean it because you opened the window and started like screaming at them.
Who the fuck's up there?
And then they were like, "Who the fuck are you talking to?" And then they came to the
Talking to you,
door.
cunt. Bit early for Santa.
Did you have the balaclava on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never take them off.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Nah, fuck that.
But they were good guys. They were just trying to do their job, you know.
Fair. That's fair.
Fuck's sake.
Everything's dear nowadays. Look,
I know.
you know, everything. Look.
Like the wages went up, like, but like £1.
Yay.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. The kids will
Super.
not starve so much.
Super.
Yeah.
But this is a nice place to be poor.
It is. It is.
I suppose,
'Cause
like,
you
I
get
mean,
so much help and shit, you know.
This is my thing. Like, you have homelessness in America, but like it's way
Got
worse than it
honest?
is.
Sorry.
You got the homeless.
You goddamn homeless.
But it's way worse than here. Like, you know, because I remember being 18, quit uni, and you see all these homeless people on the streets, and I was 18, and I was like, got a job, got a place to live. I was like, how are they homeless? They don't have to be, you know, because
Here, yeah, it's harder. It's a lot harder here to end up homeless, like than
it really is.
it is
Like,
in America.
I
isn't
mean,
it?
if I was 18 and I could get by fine, I was like, you know, it's a choice to be homeless here. It's more drugs, I think. Like,
It is definitely
maybe,
drinking
yeah.
drugs, like, you know, and getting in that mindset of drinking drugs you can't get out of, you know.
yeah.
Far easier to get.
So what part of America are you from?
It just got really deep, and then you're like, I'm originally from Florida. I grew up in Florida, and then when I was like 19 or 20, I moved to Philly, and I
Right.
lived there for like 9 years,
Close.
and then I moved here.
Right.
Yeah.
Class. Florida.
In Philadelphia, is it as rough as everybody says?
Yes,
Yeah, it's really that bad.
but it is fun. It's a fun city to live in. Like, I did love it the time I was there.
Were you doing comedy over there? Or?
Yes, I was
Yeah.
doing comedy over there because it's only an hour from New York, so you can gig in Philly, and then you can drive up an hour and go to New York and gig there as well.
That's a hot
Pretty
spot.
cool,
Like,
Yeah, would
That's
you be
pretty mad.
familiar with a lot of comedians? Like,
yeah,
a lot,
we love
yeah.
comedy. Like
we're not stand up. We're not
At all,
comedians.
like, but
we love
love it, like-
comedy. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, because I remember the first time I did a competition. I was going on after this guy, and he went on, and he like killed.
Yeah.
And I was like, I should just go home.
Right.
Yeah.
And like I did my set, terrible. It was nothing compared to the guy before me, but it was Shane Gillis that had gone on.
no way.
And I was so like
That's
looking
class.
back now, I'm like, all right, well,
Okay.
No way.
at least it was,
At least you bombed
least
after
it-
Shane.
yeah.
And was he killing back then? Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
did he do a really good set back then before
No, he
he
was
was known?
killing.
Yeah.
How
I
long
think
ago was this?
everybody's would be afraid to go on after Shane Gillis. Like,
Well,
you
not
know,
back
Jesus
then. You
Christ.
don't know.
You
Like,
don't know him?
Aye, but,
Yeah.
you know.
That's really cool. Like,
no, he was
that's really cool.
He was really good.
Love Shane
yeah.
Gillis.
Shane, like, he's probably the best doing it at the minute. Like,
He's right up there. Like, isn't he?
One of them.
he's
Yeah.
just like
Right up there.
transcending all sort of. I don't know. He's just he can be as dirty and as fucked up as he
Yeah.
wants, but everybody loves him anyway. You know.
He's sponsored by Bud Light. Like, they really done a real 180. Like, Jesus Christ.
Madness, like. That's insane. And like, how long ago was that then?
It had to be like I've been here 3 years, so then like maybe 9
Wow.
years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool.
Madness.
It's funny that, you know, like, most comedians do it for so long and have already, in a way, made it before they're known, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, it
Yeah.
takes so long and they've already, like, honed their craft. They're already really
Yeah.
good within the scene of comedy.
Yeah.
But nobody knows who they are yet, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. I feel like here it's a lot easier to work your way up than it is in America. 'Cause
Yeah.
there's like so many comedians in America.
And there's,
Aye.
yeah.
And here people are just so much nicer.
Right.
And like they help you
In
out.
the scene, like.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they're always like giving people opportunities, like to just go for it. Like
Sweet.
Cool.
Shane Todd, like has given me so many opportunities, and I'm
Yeah.
like, who the hell am I? You know what I mean? So
Well, I have to say, like, you're making a big splash, like, 'cause
Yeah.
it's like,
Definitely.
like, you're unique in the comedy scene, I suppose, like, because you're American, black female, and like, are you the only one of those here? So you know what I mean? It's a nice you have a niche there, and it's working really well. Plus, the comedy scene we've talked to the same thing with the rest of the comedians that come on, but the comedy scene here now is amazing. Like, it used to
Yeah.
be terrible.
did it?
Yeah, like about 10 years ago, like I started doing stand-up comedy.
And that's why it was terrible.
Yeah.
You ruined it.
I ruined it.
Everybody else was like,
As soon as I left, it just boomed. But there was no scene.
Why'd you stop?
Embarrassment. Because like I was doing comedy songs, and I've told it too many times, but I tried. Jesus Christ, shorten it down. Like, I was doing comedy songs. I bombed like fuck because one night I went to the Pavilion when it was just starting out as a comedy club, and they didn't have the provisions for my songs, so it didn't work. So I was like, oh shit, I'll just have to stand up and say anything. I didn't have any material at all. Bombed so hard. And then I just then transitioned into music heavily instead of the comedy music. I just went, right, I'll just do music. You know?
I say you try it again, but just put the balaclava on.
That's what a lot of
Yeah.
people have been saying.
That actually might work. Yeah.
A couple of friends and all. And I
Just
was
keep-
thinking
keep
about
the
writing.
balaclava
I've been
on.
writing some bits like just for the crack, just to see like, but it is like scary because here I've got the crutch of my brothers around me,
Yeah.
and if I say something a bit stupid or whatever, they can prop me up. Shut up.
Or we just tell you to fuck up or
Yeah,
whatever. Like,
you know what I mean. You know. So
I think now I gig often enough that when I bomb, it's not as big a deal.
Yeah.
But when I do bomb,
You have to.
I almost laugh.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I think that's important. I think it's important to swing no matter what. You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. You have
if you
to bomb.
don't, there's no point. You might as well just be at home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
And
important.
some
you
people
know?
are going to find certain things funny, and some people aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you just went out being the best ever, no flaws whatsoever, and just came up, that you'd learn nothing. I don't think. You know.
no, I love it because sometimes I can tell that they hate me, and I'm
Yeah.
like, we got 18 more minutes, guys. Like, you know, like
You should just revel in it. Just
I'm like, I'm getting my money. I mean, not my money. And then
I'm getting my fucking
My travel.
My travel.
getting my travel expenses.
I traveled here for free, guys.
Yeah. Jesus. Yeah. So you've got quite a twang as well to your accent now. Like you've only been here 3 years.
Yeah.
You can hear a bit of
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
you
definitely
can,
hear
yeah.
that.
Really?
Irish in there, eh?
Definitely, like
Yeah.
100%.
It's not on purpose.
No.
No, it would happen.
Just
wouldn't
happens,
it? Like, it
doesn't it?
happens,
Yeah.
like.
It's all the jam bonds, you know.
Yeah, like we've like a load of people from here go to Australia. I don't know why. Like half the country goes to Australia from here. Like if
Yeah.
you go
A lot
to
of
if you
people
go to anywhere in Australia, you just run into like this whole state. But they would come back and every so often be like, "Well, what's a crack, mate? You know, what about you, mate? You know,
What are you talking about?
cracky, cracky. That's us now. You know, it's just
Yeah.
like fucking Jesus."
I hate American accents now.
Yeah.
Like it's like nails to a chalkboard. I hate it. I hate it.
I always hated our own accent.
Yeah,
like,
we're kind of the same. Like we hit our own too.
Really?
Listening
Yeah.
back to
listening
my
back,
own
not so
voice,
much
like,
now,
on my
but
own
especially when I was younger. If I had to listen to someone in a Northern Irish accent, I was like,
Like I only literally about maybe the last 3 years started listening to, like, you know, like the likes of Colin Geddes and stuff, stuff talk like on their podcast, like, because when my mates showed me that before, I was like, no, I couldn't listen to that, our accent. No, how do you listen to that?
Really?
Yeah. And then, but then I just started listening, and it just became second nature, and I love listening to Colin Geddes and
it's
everybody
even
now. You know,
funnier
it's just
now,
like
They're funny. I love a Colchi accent.
culture.
Yeah. I don't know what they're saying.
It's funny. It's funny that you can distinguish between accents now here, because a lot of people can't. You know.
Yes, it took. I mean, I think because I've been gigging like in so many different places, you learn to like figure out the
you
different
figure out.
areas.
yeah.
But obviously, like I live in Antrim, so I know a Ballymena accent when I hear it. I know all the different
X and
Belfast.
pens and all that.
Yeah.
It's like sort of like a Ulster Scots sort of thing.
Yeah.
The word that no one in Ireland, Northern Ireland can say, culture or here, is anything that like par.
Yes.
Or we'll say par, they'll say pyre.
Or pear, socks,
Pyre.
and a pear that you eat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or a tile.
One word we can't say, par, or. Par, or, pyre, ire. Power Rangers.
I was gonna say, how do you say Power Rangers?
Power Rangers, man.
Powerful is what it is.
That would be a great like little thing, like a Northern Irish like Power Rangers, but
Like a wee
however
sketch?
I can't say it the way you guys
that
say
would be
it.
sweet, yeah.
How do you say it?
Par.
Power. Power Rangers.
Power Rangers. Well, girls and boys, welcome to this week's Power Rangers. And, Zordo, no, what the fuck?
Stick on the tail end, so mate. Here's the Power Rangers.
Yeah,
Tyrannosaurus. Let's fucking really. What the fuck is it?
Oh man.
Sick.
Megazord. Yeah, or a TMNT from Northern Ireland.
How would that go?
Fuck, I don't know.
It's alright.
There's no sewers here, so they would just be like cramped in the fucking.
Is there not?
No, it's like it's like but they're not big enough to
it's
live
not
in. You
big,
know,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
Well, they could just be smaller.
yeah, they could just be tiny turtles.
No, they connect to
regular
bigger
turtles.
sewers, though. There is like bigger.
But not that you could live in. Like
Nah.
it's like you have to crawl through our sewers.
Well,
You
you
know.
could live in it, look. Of course you could live in it, look, but
Well, you could
wouldn't want to.
Yeah,
Could if
you
you
could
wanted,
sleep
like.
down there. Like it'd be turtles, like head to feet, head to feet, just like he's all right, guys. Let's go up and fight crime.
I love that you're
Move back.
being like so logical about turtles living in a sewer. Like, oh, they couldn't live down there. It's too small. These crime-fighting turtles.
Fuck me. That's insane.
Fuck's sick. So did he do it?
Yeah. Oh, he fucking did it.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Fuck's sake.
Didn't he?
Come on, look.
100% did. Like,
Will Smith was getting fucked in the ass and everything. Look,
who?
Jeez.
Oh,
Will Smith.
Jesus.
Yeah.
We're joking.
His
But do you ever see,
bodyguard
like,
walk in on.
do you ever watch back now the interviews of him standing with Justin Bieber, and they're like talking when Justin Bieber's like 15, and it
Like
just has
really
such a
uncomfortable?
different light now, doesn't it? Like when you're looking at Justin, you're like,
Yeah.
you do look scared.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's the music that they add or
Part of
like,
it, like,
Yeah.
oh
Cat
Jesus,
Williams
poor
was
Justin,
So right, like
wasn't he? Like, oh fuck's
it
sake.
just, it's always the people you like that end up like doing it. Like you can't like I can't like anybody. Like I love Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
went to shit.
yeah.
Like
I fucking love Bill.
I know, we did. Like,
we
like
fucking-
one of the shittest.
Ghost Dad,
Yeah.
Ghost Dad.
It might be the shittest movie of all time, but I love Ghost Dad. Like, do you remember that movie with Bill Cosby?
Ghost Dad.
He was literally a ghost dad.
Wasn't very well
No.
known. It was shite, like.
I was really trying to track with you guys. I was like, maybe I thought it was a thing here, maybe, and
It's a
just like,
really, really terrible Bill Cosby film, but we love it. Yeah. Like, yeah.
Ghost Dad. I'm gonna look it up when I get home.
Oh,
But
fuck's
obviously there was the
sake.
Cosby Show and shit, like, but we fucking love Bill Cosby. It was when we were kids, like.
Nah, yeah, I think
Yeah.
you'd have to take.
Now I love
mushrooms
him
or
even
something
more.
to watch it, you know. Definitely. Like,
Oh Jesus, like
Jesus Christ.
Aye. Who else?
really
There's
sick,
been
though.
some
So many, like-
amount of heroes that just you
Yeah.
just go, oh, for fuck's sake.
All of them, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
they've done something, haven't they?
I just
Yeah.
pretend not to like anybody.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And then you can't be hurt.
Yeah. You can't hurt me.
You know what I mean?
Although this is controversial, but I will never stop loving Kanye.
Oh, I like.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I love
Kanye's
Kanye.
Kanye's
almost
just. But here's the thing about Kanye: he's just
makes some good
insane.
points.
He's just
insane, like,
insane,
he is
but he's
insane.
class.
Yeah.
you know? Yeah, there you go. He might not be. You never
We're
know.
insane.
We're all insane.
They could have sacrificed his mum, and
Who knows?
He says they
and
did.
Do you know what I mean?
Here,
Who would you sacrifice
Look into it.
to be famous if you had to sacrifice someone?
Me? Come on.
No,
Martin's the obvious
nobody.
choice.
Do you know what it was?
He don't do nothing. He just sits. Come on, sacrifice Martin. Come on.
yeah, we're sacrifice.
That's not very nice.
That's your comeback.
I wouldn't sacrifice him.
nice.
If we're talking about Hollywood, maybe his fucking mum.
I wouldn't sacrifice any of his
Illuminati and all
anything.
that
I'll
shit.
sacrifice myself for you.
The bigger the sacrifice,
you,
the
we
bigger the
love you.
payoff.
100%, like
There you go.
100%, like.
Saying.
I don't know.
Would you
like-
do it?
Sacrifice your mum?
Just anybody? Somebody?
No, fuck. Obviously not.
Somebody
like,
probably. Like
yeah,
if there was a button and it said some random person dies and you get £1 million, I'd be like,
would you just kill them?
Would you do it?
A random person?
There's a button, you get £1 million.
£1 million.
Actually, more,
Just
100
press it.
million.
That's
If
a
I
movie,
could
isn't
pick
it?
the person, yeah.
Fuck me, that's worse.
Well, no. Like,
Well, actually, maybe not.
If you have good judgment, that might be a good thing. You know, if
Yeah.
you're killing a really bad person,
Who's the
fair enough,
person?
like, and get £1 million,
I
I
don't
might
know.
do that. I
Who'd
might
be
do
the
that.
person? Who's
Easily any paedophile ever.
Aye.
James Corden. Anyone?
James Corden.
Give me $1 million now.
Give me 5 buttons. I'll bring him back to life 5 times so I can press it again.
Look
and
at do
again.
that for free.
Captain and all.
Fuck that.
No, but realistically, I don't think it would. Like,
No.
it would be hard. It would be hard. Like,
No, I mean, like Cat Williams, you know, he.
Well,
You
if
just
you were
don't
actually
go
given
into
the
that
choice, obviously, to kill like a really bad person. Yeah.
no, not even that. I just
you
mean
know?
the whole like sacrifice for your career thing. You know what I mean? Or like baby blood ritual. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Come on.
Come on.
Murder. Never heard about it.
Always ends well, doesn't it?
Some fucks out there. You might be saving more lives than fucking. You know.
Oh, that's true. Fucking hell.
So, what's your plan then? Are you staying? Like, is Northern Ireland really working for you? And it's like going to be a.
Yeah, you're
love it
liking
here.
it.
Yeah.
I love it here.
That's cool.
So I've been doing like I'm applying for my passport this year. So
Oh,
then I'll
I've
be,
seen some stuff about that. Yeah.
yeah. So then I'll be a citizen. As long as I get approved. But there's no reason I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been doing just like a couple fundraiser shows to like because you have to have a certain amount of money in your account,
Right.
And then you have to pay to apply. Obviously.
Is there an amount of time you have to be here for that or something? For a passport?
Well, no, because I'm doing an ancestry one. So
Do you have
because
ancestry here?
it's gonna get
Nah.
political. It's gonna get political. I'm
We're Buddhist.
British.
Get out.
I know. All my friends are like, "Can you get an Irish passport?" And I'm like,
This interview's
I don't have any Irish lineage.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. No,
Yeah.
so I'm half Bermudan.
Right.
And so like my dad and my grandma were both born in Bermuda.
Just British.
Which is a British Isle.
Is
isn't
it right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
right,
yeah,
okay.
right enough.
So
Right enough.
Yeah, that's a good thing about Northern Ireland for us because we're so split, Catholic, Protestant, all that crap. We can apply
All that
for
crap.
it's all crap.
It is crap.
Oh,
we,
it's all.
we can apply for Irish passport and a British passport.
Yeah.
So we can have dual citizenship, which
Yeah.
it works really well. Like, but I still only have a British passport. Like, even
I have
though-
an Irish one. It's just the Irish one
I have
just
an Irish
seems a
one.
bit more not accepted.
because-
Accepted's the wrong word. Easier. Easier.
well, because of Brexit
Easier
now
to
as
get.
well, it's you get into the EU.
You know what I mean? It's a bit easier.
if I married someone who had both,
Yeah.
they would have to pick one,
Right.
and then I'd get that one as well.
Oh fuck! Really?
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
That they would have to pick between the
Very
two,
strange.
That is fun.
Why?
get rid of the other. I don't know.
That is
That's
weird,
how it is.
isn't it?
That's how it's
Strange
set up.
country here, like, isn't it? We don't even know.
But I didn't even know you.
Backwards.
I didn't know you had to have ancestry here to even apply, or
Well,
does it
there's
just
different
speed it
ways.
up or something?
That's just the way I'm going because it's the cheapest and the easiest.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Fuck. My partner, she's Romanian. I don't know if she wants to apply for one, but she's been here like, I think she's been here like 12 years or something now.
How long have you been with her?
7 years.
Are you married?
We're engaged, but I don't know like we're full, but just no money to get No money.
Okay, I thought you were like, I don't know if we'll make it. I was like,
no.
bro, this is not the place.
I mean,
And marry them in the
7
back
years,
garden.
it's just like, I don't know about it anymore.
Okay, so but if you guys do get married, then she can apply.
Yeah, but I think she can already apply. But if she gets married,
Because it's only 5 years you have to be here.
I don't know.
No, I'm
not
telling you,
sure.
it's only 5 years
Is
you
it?
have to be here.
Well, then,
Yeah.
she can if she's been here 12.
Yeah, I think she will eventually. I don't even know why she hasn't, but you know, because she flies back to Romania every like 3 years to get her passport sorted out again.
Yeah.
So it's stupid. Like,
And what does that mean then? Does that mean then you can get like a job and things like that? Is that what it's
That
for?
means I can work wherever I want.
is that
means-
why you don't get paid for comedy? Because of that?
Right. Okay.
Because you don't have like a visa or something like that to like a work permit or whatever
so
that
I
is
can't.
here.
Yeah, I can't. I would get deported. so if I get this
You
approved
just
for
play
this,
just play your cards right. We may just put a few phone calls in there and get you.
We know some people in
call them, please. Call them.
somewhere.
We're not the only masked man around here.
No, but like it'll make my life so much easier.
Yeah.
So if I
Yeah.
get this approved, one, I don't have to get any more visas. I don't have to do any of that, and then I can work wherever. I can say yes to more opportunities that
Yeah.
I'm very fortunate that a lot of people have offered me a lot of great opportunities that I've had to turn down.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
of my
Okay.
visa.
Right.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is it
all.
hassle free, or is it
I think it's just one of those things I
That's
have
what
to
sort
make
of
sure I
government
don't
like to
mess
deal
up
with.
the application, and then
Is there like a question thing and all that? Like a quiz?
Yeah.
Like-
Well, they're just
No, it's
asking.
not.
You know how like when there's a cop behind you, you think you've committed a crime.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
not you. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, 100%. Oh, 100%.
So then, like, it's what it feels like when you're
I feel that
applying. They're
every
like, "Have
day.
you committed any crimes?" I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't know, but like I know I haven't. But it's just that like
Yeah.
uneasiness.
If I drive
Yeah, I
by
getcha.
the police, I like be like, oh, fuck.
Oh, God, I hate them, like-
Oh no.
I hate them, and they hate me.
yeah, and it's the second that I feel okay about it that they're like, like yeah.
I swear to God, the amount of times that I've been stopped by the police in my car is unreal. Like,
Oh,
You
know?
have a face for that, like
I don't
like,
know.
Not
I know,
even.
I look like I'm
not even
doing
playing the
something.
race card, but Jake just
Yeah.
has this face. Like he always gets.
He looks like he's smuggling drugs or something.
he's always getting
I swear to
stopped.
God,
and
right?
Shit.
Like, I was coming off the boat from Spain in my car.
Yeah.
And there was like literally 30 other cars, 10 in front of me, 20 behind me. Everybody, go on the fuck. Nobody, could, not even looking in the window at them. As soon as I pull up, they're like, random drug search. I was like,
What?
and they took my car, put it on like a lift thing into the air, took the wheels off it, checked everything.
What?
It was insane. Took
Yeah, but
all
you
of my
were though, weren't
belongings
you?
apart.
You were.
Had nothing, thankfully. Had nothing.
Jeez. I got pulled over, like, it was the day after New Year's Eve, and they were doing random checks, and I was the random check. And so I pulled over, and when I first moved here after my first year, I was supposed to apply for my driver's license.
Oh, yeah.
So I was driving on my American license, but I didn't because I had like a random spinal surgery or something. And then I just forgot.
Right.
And he pulled me over and he was like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And he was really nice. I think he was trying to make me feel comfortable because I was a black American. He's like, I'm not going to shoot you.
I don't even have a gun.
I'm like, he's like, I'm so cool. And then he's like, can I sit in your passenger seat? And I'm like, I'm thinking like Jay-Z would not do this, but I'm like, whatever. So I'm like, sure. And he gets in and he's talking to me. He goes, I recognize you. And I was like, yeah. He goes, you're a funny girl. And I was like,
Oh, nice.
okay, this is working out. He goes, where's your ID? And I was just like, here it is. And he goes, that's an American license. And I was like, yes. He goes, so you've only been here a year, right? I was like, no, I've been here 2 years. He's like, no, you've been here 1 year and you didn't know that you need to apply for this. And I was like, no, I've been here 2
Signed
years.
love. Signed love.
He's like, I'm trying to help you, bitch. And I was like, oh, okay. God.
No, take me to jail, please.
Yeah. No, so he helped me out. But
Nice one.
That's
did get-
pretty
Oh, you
cool.
get some nice ones, like
Yeah. I
100%.
fucking
You
never
really
meet
do.
them.
I made a lot of like.
I never meet
I
them.
made a lot.
No.
Always comes to me.
I like one of my favorite things that's ever happened to me ever was me, Jake, and David were up. I don't know. I think we were taking photography or something, or doing some art thing
What?
on like a derelict building. The police came around and thought we were stealing copper
Oh,
pipes.
right. Yeah,
They thought we were
yeah.
stealing copper because we looked the type. And in their police report, they labeled me as 5'11", and I was like, Yes. Yeah. 5'11". You hear that, Mom? That was just the best moment of my life ever.
I actually kept that way. It was an Asbo we got. I kept that in my wallet for ages 'cause it was so ridiculous. Like, he searched, like, he gave us a full pat down, like, down our trousers and all.
Jeez.
For copper.
Yeah.
We're like, there's not going to be copper in there.
And
Like,
even if so, who gives a fuck?
Yeah. Or my hiding copper up my ass. Like,
Do you know what I mean?
copper
Demolished
pipe.
and thrown in the bin.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I never get a pat down.
Please, what are you? Oh no! Oh no!
I'd be like, do what you got to do, officer.
Please don't check up there. There's nothing up there.
You should double check.
You didn't go up far enough. Keep going. Still run. Yeah, that was class. If I was 5'11", you were like fucking 7 foot then. You know, I don't know what it was like. That was sweet. That was sweet.
That's crazy. It's crazy. Think about that still.
Have you ever heard of
fuck's
nice
sake.
segue into this? I was watching a program the other day about China, right?
Oh, this makes me nervous.
No, but I mean,
Is it good China stuff?
no, it's bad China
Oh,
stuff.
fuck's
No,
sake.
but like, there's this stuff called gutter oil, spit oil, right? So what they do in China, and this may be the reason I just will never go to China now, but they use...
This will be the reason?
Yeah, this will be... So restaurants will get rid of their grease down the drain or whatever, and what happens is, because of the price of oil and because the oil over there is so expensive, you'll see people like at midnight or whatever just going down with like sieves and taking all the oil out of the gutter.
Jesus.
And sieving out the shit and piss from
Why
the
is there
oil
shit and piss in there?
because it's in the sewers.
Oh.
In the gutter.
The turtles.
Yeah,
And using that, like,
Sent out Michelangelo.
Are they using that to cook street food?
No, they're using it and then they sell it back to the restaurants for
Jesus.
like 10% of the price.
All right.
And sometimes it's
Why didn't the restaurant just keep it and keep using it?
because, you know, it's... I don't know. I don't know, all right? But then there's also this really popular thing in China where they set a big massive bowl of chili oil down and all this veg and stuff in it. And people are, you know, using their chopsticks in their mouth, back in the chili oil in their mouth, spit. They call it spit oil.
Yeah.
Because when it's poured down a drain, then they take that. And sometimes it's just in bins out the back. And you'll see ladies and men just sifting it out and selling it back to the restaurants.
Yeah, well, and the
For cheap.
restaurants are
That's
fucking
not that
retarded.
bad.
The
That's
restaurants
just
are stupid. Like, you know,
disgusting.
why don't they just recycle their oil?
Yeah, their own oil for free.
You know,
Because they're
Maybe-
throwing oil out and then
Maybe
buying back
because-
their
They want
own
the
thrown out
flavour.
oil. Yeah. It has to go through the bins first.
want all that shit and piss flavor, like, you know.
It makes it
Yeah.
better.
I don't
Chinese
know,
food's
like-
pretty good. Like,
There you go. They never clean their walks because of the flavour on it, so maybe something to it.
yeah, there you go.
Go check that bin there, Chris.
I won't yuck their yum, but
Yeah.
not for me.
Yeah, fuck that. Like, I don't know.
Is that true though? Like, is it like that sounds? That
Probably
doesn't sound real.
the restaurants don't do it themselves because it's highly illegal and you can lose your whole business for doing it. So they probably like buy it secretly. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
Behind oil in the back alley, like.
Yeah, I think that's like death penalty now in China for doing it.
What?
Properly, if you're caught
Well,
doing
then
it,
I don't think
you're
it's worth
fucked.
it. I don't think it's worth it. You could do something else for more money that's also death penalty.
Yeah,
Know what I
there you
mean?
go.
That's not sieve oil out of shit and piss.
pretty much.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like sell heroin.
easy.
You get more money for that, and I'm sure that's death penalty too in China.
Probably.
So
There you go. Not touching it. Jazz is not touching that subject.
Listen, I'm not pissing off the Asians. There's too many.
So you're saying you're going to a wrestling match after?
After this?
Oh, gosh, I'm not wrestling, but we're doing like a comedians wrestling panel
Yeah.
for WrestleMania, and it will be a time. It'll be a time. I'm excited. Like, this is my childhood dreams come true.
Right.
Yes. Did you guys watch wrestling?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
of course.
Garf.
Yeah.
What era is
I
like
loved it.
the Rock and Undertaker and Kane and stuff? Yeah,
Yeah.
That was our age.
era.
Yeah. I remember like I got the big ring and cage match. Mankind was my favorite. Like Mankind and The Rock.
Yeah.
But Jesus,
The
those were
Rock,
good
Jesus
times,
Christ, yeah, I used to like The
Undertaker
Rock.
Kane, like, sure.
And now,
Undertaker came were amazing. Like
I was obsessed obsessed, still am, with Shawn Michaels.
Shawn
No
Michaels,
way.
class. But he was a
Yeah.
wee bit before that era, and then he
then came
still
back,
Back,
yeah.
didn't he? He came back though.
Yeah.
Obsessed with him. Like
class,
I
like-
had an email address. It was Sean M. One fan. I shouldn't be saying this. You could find stuff on it, but whatchamacallit, I had like an email address, and I went to. Do you guys have? You guys don't have Hot Topic here, so Hot Topic.
I've heard of it because of South Park.
Yeah. It's a store in America where they have like band tees and all.
Oh, right.
And I went there as an adult recently, and they were like, "Do you have an account with us?" I was like, "Yeah, I have my old email." And I gave it to them. They're like, "Oh, like Shawn Mendes?" I was like, "Bitch,
Sure.
I'm 31." Shawn Michaels. It was such a weird experience.
Sick.
Fuck that. Our hot topic would be fresh garbage.
Or Top Man.
No, that's more high end kind
Is it
of.
not like
Christmas
fan
garden?
t-shirts and all?
Nah,
No,
Top
it's
Man would be more like Spice Boy kind of shit. I'd say
It's a Spice Boy.
like a Chavi. Well, I don't think they use that anymore.
Spice Boys, just somebody who really looks after themselves.
Yeah,
and
that would be my opinion.
Like
well-dressed.
a metrosexual.
Really-
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, metrosexual, like tanning beds and stuff. They got like some of them wear like foundation and shit, but
I
they're
don't
straight.
think the
do you know what
term.
I mean?
I don't think it's really used anymore, but it used to be when we were younger.
Yeah, I don't think no.
All those years
It's
ago.
probably not used
What?
anymore.
Spice Boy, Chav
it's
is
not
used,
used anymore.
Spide.
But that's a different thing.
Yeah, they're different.
Were any of you Spice Boys?
No,
we were heavy metal heads.
Yeah.
dirty,
Yeah,
dirty
skaters,
hippies.
skaters and
dirty
yeah.
hippies.
We all had long hair. Jake still has his long hair.
Dirty hippies we were.
I love that.
Skateboarded and shit.
We weren't hippies, but here, if you're anything slightly like that, like
No,
a
I get
skater or anything, you're just a gothic or a hippie. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
and
that's it.
even like after skate days, like we used to skate and have the long hair and all. I think I dressed normally with like a really normal haircut after a while,
Still-
and I'm
still
still
called a
like,
fucking hippie.
like
Shamia and Dave were walking down the street one day and someone threw a milkshake at us
What?
from a moving car. Yeah.
You get shot for that in America?
If I had
that is our drive-by here.
That's really
Milkshake
fucking
your house.
annoying.
Remember that? That
Really
was so
annoying.
annoying. Like,
It's like, stop.
mind your own
and fight
business.
me, you bastard.
Yeah, but they just fucking drove on. Like, fuck's sake. And then, do you not remember, sure, someone we were walking down the street and someone shouted like, "Go home" out the window at us. Like,
To who? To which one?
I don't know.
Just my home.
You know what I mean? I live here. Fuck's sake.
Nuts, like, yeah, the fucking skating days. So we all used to, them two used to skate. I rollerbladed, and they like. I was called a fruit booter. That was the skater's name for us.
That sounds like gay sex.
In a way, it was. In a way, it was.
Or gay violence. I'm a fruit booter. I boot
Every
the
day.
fruits. That's giving like hate crime. That's giving
Yeah.
hate crime.
It was. It was like there was hate crime against fruit booters. Definitely. Like, we were the LGBTQ of the skate community.
Oh my gosh.
Definitely. Like
I'm getting canceled. When I was a kid, when I was a teenager, I fancied this like, because skating was so cool when we were younger.
yeah, all
It was like
yeah.
the DC shoes, the Etney shoes, and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Fucking
fancied
Etnies,
this
like,
guy. Yeah, his name was Nash. I remember he had long hair.
he sounds cool.
It
He
does
was
on
like,
it.
whose
That's
name is
awesome.
freaking Nash?
That's pretty cool. Like,
And I remember going home and I went on. Did you guys have Ask Jeeves before Google?
Oh yeah.
So I went into Ask Jeeves and I was like looked up stuff about
Right.
skateboarding, and I would just like walk by him and I'd be like, Ollie.
It got a little hard. Oh,
Kickflip. And then he goes, one day it actually worked. He goes, do you skateboard? And I was like, yeah, I didn't. And he brought it to school one day, and he said, oh, like, show me what you can do. And I was so scared. I had nothing. You
you picked up the scooter. You want to see a skateboard trick? That's a scooter. Yep.
I was like, I'm not allowed to use other people's skateboards. That's what my mom said.
that's really funny. Like,
Oh, that's amazing. Ollie.
Times.
Ollie. Definitely his parents looked at me like, "You're gonna be fucking cool."
Hard flip. Oh,
Nash. Nash. Like,
that's
fuck's
amazing.
sake.
It's a great name.
Isn't it?
That's a
I like the
skater's name,
names
like.
here.
Nash is definitely dead now. I hope you know that.
Jesus.
Nash is
He
Nash
developed
is
a drug problem.
he's on fentanyl right now. Like
Dang.
that's Nash. Like
Yeah.
That's what
Nash
happens.
That's Nash for you though.
If he
was
would've
always
chose
that
me,
guy.
it
He
would've
probably
been
did
different.
better than us. Like,
He's like a CEO of like fucking Tesla.
sick. What were you saying? Sorry about the names here. You
I like the names here. I like the name. Well, I like one side's names.
Yeah, the British ones. John,
So
David.
Well, that's biblical.
Yeah, well, I suppose.
You know what I mean?
A lot of British names are biblical, and then
So are Irish. Well, not Irish, but like, you know. So what kind of names do you like?
well, I don't dislike Protestant names.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just like they would be very common. That's not
In
what you're
America,
asking.
they're like American
Shout
sort of
out
things.
Protestant
Like in
names.
America, that would be very common.
Yeah.
Like, but it's the Catholic names that I've never heard.
Yeah.
And
Or
like,
like
the
Podrick and like
Seamus.
Aegon. Or,
I have a friend named Cahir,
yeah.
and I'm like,
Caher.
and it's spelled like Catholic, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Caher.
Yeah.
Caher.
Aegon's a weird one, isn't there? There's people
Aegon.
called Aegon. But it's spelt like
That's from Game of
Owen
Thrones.
almost. No,
Yeah.
there's people called Aegon here. It's an Irish name.
Yeah.
It really is.
Wonderful names.
We don't have any. I have a Welsh name for some reason. Gareth. No idea why. Like, and then
Why do you guys call Garth Brooks Gareth Brooks?
we don't.
We don't. I don't. But that's because I watch
And you know why?
Tom Segura.
You know why I hate Gareth.
I love
you know
Tom
what I mean?
Segura.
Tom's class.
And he's
Sorry, I got really
definitely.
intense.
It's okay. I love him that much too. And he's definitely started this campaign of Garth Brooks being a serial killer. Like,
I
where
think
are
it's
you
so
hiding the
funny.
bodies? Like,
Yeah.
I think
and
it's
he's
so
blocked
funny.
him off everything.
The reason I hate that, I don't hate Garth Brooks, but I
I
have
do.
sort of a sort of thing towards him because when I was younger, everybody called me Garth. And my name's Gareth, you know, with an E.
But
And I was like,
People, people literally called you Garth Brooks.
Yeah, they called me
because
Garth
of your
Brooks.
spiky hair and all
Garth
that.
No, that was Garth
that's,
Gates.
Garth Gates, that's what it
fuck's
was.
sake.
Sorry.
They called me that too.
But his
You might
name's
not know who
Gareth?
that is.
No.
He was
Do you
like
not?
an X Factor pop idol kind of guy over here. Yeah.
You were a
He-
spiky hair guy?
Is he dead
yeah.
now?
When I was a skater.
When he was like 11, listening
Aye,
to Limp
when I was
Bizkit. Like,
really
Some 41.
young, like,
That was the look.
I was
Yeah.
spiky hair guy too.
I was a cool guy in my day.
Limp Bizkit,
You ain't
baggy
know that.
jeans, chains and all. Fuck's
I was like,
sake.
that was
chain.
pre-skating days, like
Remember,
proper. music.
I remember the transition. Like me and David went to Port Rush. Have you heard of that? It's like that was our holiday destination every year. And 1 year we were normal. Came back from Port Rush, just completely changed. Had skateboards,
What happened just down
baggy
there?
jeans.
Was seen it, I think what happened was we did was seen this
Someone in
big
Barry's Amusements on the
group
street.
of skateboarders. We seen a big group of skateboarders. They were ollieing down steps and all this here and all.
I think Nash was there.
Ollie. Ollie.
Ollie.
doing
understand
hard-ons down the
The
stairs.
dedication it took for me to be emo in Florida. Because
Yeah.
it's like 100, well, I don't know what it is in Celsius, but
Oh Jesus.
it's like 100 degrees outside.
We're all
And to
Jesus.
be in all black walking home,
Yeah.
like I could have had a heat stroke.
Yeah,
It was
100%.
a nightmare.
We have a heat stroke here in like fucking spring.
I know.
For 10 degrees.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Like how hot,
degrees.
how hot
Here,
would it get
folks.
there?
It would get pretty, I don't know Celsius again, but
Say it in Fahrenheit.
like 100, it'd be like 100 degrees.
That's
Yeah.
mad. Like,
Yeah.
That's
that's mad. Like,
I hate it.
That's too much for us. Like,
that's
we die.
too much. Like,
Like, honestly.
That's why I love it here. I love the weather, bar the wind today.
Jesus, it's bad,
Did you
isn't it?
feel cold first coming over to this country? Like, did you?
Well, I moved to Philadelphia before I moved here, so Philadelphia would have all the seasons. So
It's
it would
mild.
snow
Yeah,
almost
it's
every
snow and
winter.
cold and all in it. Like,
Yeah,
Right.
this would be
we're all
like.
used to it,
I
like-
like this because it's like a
mild.
depressing music video all the time. I love it.
It's-
1930s.
There's
Just
nothing ever spectacular happens here. It maybe snows one day. It's sunny one day. It's rainy for
When it's
3
sunny,
days.
it's you go outside, you're like, fuck, it's sunny.
You have to, like, in Florida. You go outside, fuck, it's sunny.
sunny.
Fucking hell.
Jesus Christ.
But like, it actually gives you a bit of a motivation here. In Florida, it's probably like every day, whatever. You just get on with your life. But here, like, you have to do something with a sunny day.
I know, like,
You have to. It's great.
That's what I learnt though about living in Spain. I lived in Spain for just
You
over a
speak
year.
Spanish?
No, not at all. I learnt enough to get by when I was there,
Yeah.
and then I got back and was like, bye bye, and I got it all the way. But I learned that because it's like that every day.
Yeah.
You don't have to be like, fuck me, the sun's out, I have to have a barbecue, I have to get drunk, I have to do all these things, you know? You can just have a normal day and not do anything. But here, it was always the mentality of, if there's a sunny day, barbecue on, drink, music, get your friends right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm obviously grew up in Florida, and then I'm half Puerto Rican. So like, if I went anywhere, it'd be Puerto Rico all the time, and it's just always hot. So like, the heat just triggers like my trauma. Like, I just hate it. I don't like it.
So who in like mom or dad Puerto Rican or?
My mom's Puerto Rican.
And your dad?
Bermudan.
Bermudan. Yes, that's right. Yes. So is it black people in Bermuda?
This is like black people with British accents.
Right. I see. Yeah. So did you find Bermuda all right?
Never been.
Was that a Bermuda Triangle joke?
You got me. Sorry. You got me. Sorry. You know, don't give up comedy.
Thanks.
You keep
be here all week. Yeah.
So subtle. Fuck's sake.
Any other crack, Jazz?
You have any questions? Anybody?
Fuck's sake.
I don't know. I don't know. This is like my third podcast this week. I feel like I'm so boring. I don't know.
I was watching some of your comedy, and you were saying that you used your Barbies to fuck your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. was that made up? Was that true?
So why weren't the turtles fucking the Barbies? Never mind.
Well, no. Okay, so any girl who had Barbies, their Barbies were having sex. Okay,
right.
And so mine weren't. I'm up the gays, but mine weren't. So the only boys I had about were the Ninja Turtles and Undertaker.
That is one mad sex video.
Yeah.
After this cage match, we're gonna have an orgy, boys.
I was too scared. I was like, "What joke is he getting?" Like, like what's on the internet isn't always like, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
So I'm glad it was that.
Well,
I thought that was quite
for
funny.
boy, like because.
Well,
we don't have
could you play
girls
us through a scenario of what would happen with these Barbies and turtles? Firstly,
You want some
so we
Barbie
can get
porn?
like a wee idea.
Right. So who was Barbie into? Was it Donatello mostly?
Donatello.
Yeah.
Suppose you had a Barbie for each. That would be fly if you didn't
Yeah.
Barbie.
Or maybe there was like
turtle, can't leave a
some
turtle
sort
out.
of love triangle.
Well, I mean, you don't have to. You can have fewer girls and use the rest of Ninja Turtles.
I suppose gang bang.
Is Splinter involved?
Oh, jeez, you watched it.
My Ninja Turtles.
I feel like they're gonna play this for me when I apply to be a citizen. Here's you with 4 guys in balaclavas.
You're in.
talking about Ninja Turtles.
I taught you well, Raphael.
We didn't have Barbies, or we had Action Man, and they probably fucked everything.
I don't know
Dinosaurs, fucking xenomorphs.
I don't think I had the.
Because we grew up and boys like you can understand girls have like Barbies, like female toys and like male toys, but boys don't really when they're younger. We just have male toys. So unless you grow up,
What are you saying?
well, that's what I'm saying. Unless you're Martin, you don't want to fuck your man toys, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
Here
when
we
you're
go.
younger.
Go again.
Did you ever fuck your man toys, Martin? Together?
Martin's gay, by the way.
Don't bring it up.
Martin's gay, actually. Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
okay with that.
So are we.
We are too.
Right. Okay.
Mom and Dad don't love you, but we do. They're from different times, Martin.
We'll bring them round to be alright.
No, they're
Are
cool.
you really?
They're cool with it.
No, they're fine. Everything's fine. That's why we can
Your
joke.
belt days are gone.
A little bit.
He still
Bye.
gets beat
He's
with a
bye.
belt to try and
Bye.
get it out
Bye,
of him. But other than that,
I'm getting by.
I'm getting by.
Getting by.
I'm getting by as well.
Just looking at you.
very good.
Toys.
Toys.
But no, Action Man were fucking sweet, like. I swear. They were sweet, like.
That's why.
We're fucking sweet. We had a
Love
big
Action Man.
collection. We had a big collection.
Action fucking Man, look.
Action Man were class.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But Barbie way fucking overtook Action Man, in comparison.
Oh well, yeah, but the Action Man was
far
our Barbie.
more popular.
You know.
Look
Aye,
at
but the
Action
popularity,
Man.
I
Where the
suppose.
fuck is Action Man? There?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
There's no Action Man movie. Like.
Same on fentanyl with Nash.
Yeah.
Not doing well.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Favorite comedian?
Here or like an
Inspirational.
Just in general. like,
No,
you
in
know.
general, like any, yeah, not even
controversial, but I love Dave Chappelle.
It's not
Here, like.
controversial.
Is that controversial?
Probably,
is
probably
the
my
best.
favorite. Probably my
I
favorite.
don't know if he's my favorite, but he's like, I don't know if I can say
he's
favorite,
one of
but
them
he's
ones
up
that
on
is just
the pantheon.
right
I think
with-
objectively Dave Chappelle is the best in the world at the minute.
Yeah.
I just love his
so fucking
storytelling.
good,
Nah, I
He's
didn't like
amazing.
his last special.
I don't know if
but
I watched it.
I love his storytelling, and I
Yeah.
love when you can sit. So like, if I get a longer set,
Yeah.
it's nice to be able to do stories, and then like you sit in a little bit of silence when you're doing that, and you're like, you have to make the punchline worth
Yeah,
all
yeah.
of that.
Aye, worth,
and he's
yeah,
so
definitely.
great at that.
It's
He
funny.
is definitely, isn't he?
He is the best. Him, to me, and Lucy Kay are the best comedians in the
Lucy
world at the
Kay.
minute.
Lucy K's right up there too. Like,
And then
Well,
I've seen Tom Segura the most though.
have you?
He's
Live?
the one. Yeah, he's the one I've gone to see the most.
Oh,
class.
cool.
I would love.
I just
I'd love to see him.
watch religiously watch your mom's house. Like that's about it. Like,
You know who I really like right now? I don't know if I've ever really watched his stand up, but I like his podcast. Theo Vaughn.
yeah,
class.
He's one where his podcasts are better than his stand up.
It's
Like
weird.
him just talking.
There are people
is
like that.
better
Yeah.
because when he tries to structure it on stage in an actual comedic fashion,
Yeah.
it doesn't work as well.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of
Do you
British
know?
comedians
I
I
find Joe
think like
Rogan's
that.
like Joe Rogan's quite funny on his podcast, but his comedy
Nah.
I
isn't
don't
for
care for
me.
his comedy. Yeah.
You know,
No, his comedy's not for me.
Kinda
Like.
He's not.
cheesy.
He's
It
not.
can be
Yeah.
very
It is.
cheesy and
It's like
very,
you read a book
like,
of how to do
haha,
comedy.
you know.
Yeah.
Set it on that.
I don't think he's
But-
funny non-stop.
I
You
like
know,
him.
I like him. I really
I
like. He's cool,
really
like,
like-
but
You
he's
got it.
never funny to me.
Okay,
Like,
he's funny, so
He's
okay.
just-
funny,
he's alright.
He could
He's-
be funny. Like he's just that different. He's definitely a different kind of humor.
yeah, yeah. He's good at what he does.
Yeah.
Let's say that, like, you know.
But Theo Vaughn is hilarious. Like,
Like I was trying to say, there's a lot of even British comedians that I love their panel, their panel comedians, or they're on talk shows. But then when they do stand up, it's like whatever, you know, like
Yeah.
your man that died there, Sean Locke. You ever heard of him?
Yeah.
He was amazing at the panel shows, but his stand up, was alright.
Who locally would you say is some of your favorites?
Colin Geddes class,
he is good.
and then
yeah.
there's legends like Patrick Kilty and
Never
you know.
liked Patrick Kilty. If that's
Yeah,
controversial,
but you know
I
why
don't know
we never liked him
Tommy
because we
Tiernan.
didn't like listen to our accent. And Patrick
Aye,
Kilty was the
yeah.
first sort of massive comedian from here standing up and doing that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if I can listen to that. Then you get used to it, you know. And I'm
I
starting
fucking
to
love Paddy the Dagger. Like,
Yeah.
he makes me laugh so much.
He
you
is
know,
good,
like
he's a good storyteller,
He doesn't
like.
even have to try, and I'm in tears. Like, do you know what I mean?
I was gigging with him at the Devonish like two weeks or so ago, and all of a sudden he has like a trench coat on and he's like taking off his pants. I'm like, what are you doing?
Did they finally accept it?
And then he went out and he was like doing like a whole like
Yeah.
strip tease, and I was like, I was not prepared because we were just in the green room, and I'm like, what is he doing? He's like, Jazzy, you close your eyes. And I'm like, okay. So,
Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
he's great. He's really nice.
That's
So
what
is
I'm saying.
Colin Gaddis. Colin Gaddis is very, very nice.
And I think him and Paddy are very pioneers of the comedy scene at the minute. You know, like they really did pave the way for a lot of people, and so did a lot of others like Colin.
Shane Todd as well. Like,
Yeah.
he's getting so well known now. Like,
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
you know,
Shane Todd, he was
a
one.
lot. Like,
Yeah,
he's
Have
getting
you
real
ever
big,
listened
like.
to Mark McCartney?
yeah, he's.
I think he's
like
very funny.
he's the best culture that there is, I suppose.
Yeah.
He
Maybe
is
that's
funny,
what it
like.
is. Maybe
Yeah, you like the
that's it.
culture.
accent's getting me.
He's
I-
got that going. Like,
Yeah, he did like a recording of like his own special or something, and I got to open, and then I watched him, and I was like, I'm gonna quit because I think he's so funny.
he is funny. Like, yeah. It's booming at the minute. Like,
There's so many. Like,
But
and,
in
like when we
terms-
were a kid, like, you couldn't have found, like, obviously Colin Geddes was doing his Barry the Blender thing,
Yeah.
like, so long ago. But I couldn't think of anybody else that I would have seen doing comedy here. You know, when we were that age,
because it wasn't as big.
heard of, like.
Yeah, you had to go out of your way to find it. Like, and there was big names, but not very many.
Well,
you
the
know.
cool thing is because I'm American, when I moved here, I didn't know who was big.
Yeah.
So I would be talking to people or meeting people, and then I'd walk away, and my friends would be like, "You were just talking to so and so,"
Yeah,
and I'm like, "Who's that?" Like, they're
Class.
big
and that probably helped you out as well because
yeah.
yeah. But in terms of like the best of all time, Richard Pryor, Bill Hicks.
It's hard. Bill Hicks is right up there, like,
Yeah.
for me. So Bill
hard
Hicks
one, like, really hard.
transcends comedian for me. It's a different thing.
At the moment,
That's
like,
a different thing for me.
I can't really watch Bill Hicks and laugh anymore. Almost, it's like I just
It's
watch
more of
it and
like
it's just
a prophecy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Swear to God, like
Probably Richard Pryor. Yeah, Richard Pryor. Like would be up
it's
there. wouldn't
fucking
he?
hard.
I don't know.
it's hard.
People always think
It's so
that's
hard,
Steve
man.
Harvey, but it's Richard Pryor. it's really annoying. It's really annoying. I've had like, oh, Steve Harvey. He
People are racist. It's not look like Steve Harvey.
I've had that twice. Like my barber went, "Oh, Steve Harvey, what made you get him?" I'm like, "Fuck's sake!"
Steve Harvey's a legend. Actually, do you know who's one of my favorite comedians at the moment? Adam Ray, just because of the
Ray's
Dr.
class,
Phil
like,
thing.
Yeah.
Have
Ever
you
watched
seen-
that
have you
Dr.
watched
Phil
him?
thing?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
You should check him out. Like he's just I don't even think he's that well known of a comedian, but now he does a Dr. Phil impression.
Okay.
That's the best shit
He
ever.
just goes
So he does
on
full
like,
shows
yeah,
as
he goes
Dr.
on,
Phil.
He went on Kill Tony and done like a whole show as Dr. Phil, and then that just skyrocketed his career.
Yeah,
Like,
Oh, that I'll have to look that up.
it is funny.
it
like.
is hilarious.
Would you go on Kill Tony?
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be great for anybody, any comedian, I suppose. Like, you know.
Yeah, it would be such a hard thing to do. I
It
think.
would be deadly.
Yeah.
Do you not think?
I think Adam Byrne is about to try and go do that.
Yeah,
he was saying
talking
he
us,
says he's
yeah.
going to Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, like, you're not guaranteed. You could be there a month and never get on. It's
Sure,
so-
yeah. Look,
Any gig in America.
I suppose, yeah.
yeah.
Is it that, like,
How does that work? Though?
Fierce.
So say if you go to like, I don't know, like the Laugh Factory or anything, and there's open mics, can you just sign up and go on if there's a space, or
Like you're never guaranteed a spot. Sometimes
pull your name out
they'll
of a hat
give out
thing.
numbers, and
Right.
your number might not get called, or it could get called at 3 a.m. Like there's just no
Right, okay.
yeah.
like rhyme or reason. Or so you could be about to go on,
and someone turn up?
and somebody turn up,
Yeah,
and,
and they're
you
like,
get-
nah, they're doing an hour. Like,
Yeah.
And in comparison, like, what's it like here compared to that?
it's so much more welcoming here.
Yeah.
And like in America, because there's so many comedians, some of them are really bad,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they're really cocky, and I don't get it.
Yeah.
Whereas here, for the most part, everyone's quite humble, and they always have opportunities. They're always pulling people on. You get so much stage time. Like it's just
Yeah. They're
Way
helping.
better.
Everybody's helping each other out. like.
Yeah.
yeah, no one's trying to. So this was something I brought up before, I think, on the
Fuck
podcast.
each other.
And I was asking, I think it was Adam, but he's originally an Irish comedian. Because you've done comedy in America, I'll ask you as well, see if you noticed this. Have you ever seen this tactic from other comedians at open mics? There'll be a really bad comedian on, and the comedians in the crowd who are also comedians waiting to get up will unnecessarily laugh as if it's funny to make that person believe that they're doing well, and then that person goes, fuck, that joke landed, and continues to do bad material so that they don't have any competition.
I don't think people do it in badness. I think we do it because we know what it's like to be up there dying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've had some similar sort of.
support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's never to like get a one up and make them feel like they're funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like a God.
Somebody
this
laugh
is
for fuck's sake.
Ha ha ha. Like, you know, like
Knock knock. Who's there? Ah!
yeah. No, there's nothing worse than like, well, now it's kind of whatever, but like when you're first starting off, like the silence is loud.
Yeah, it's hard to deal
Well,
with. Like,
it killed my comedy career.
Well, here, I honest, that's the hardest thing about it. Like, you know, I fucking wouldn't be able to get up on stage.
That'd be
and
terrifying.
Just
Jesus.
be. I think it's about trying
Yeah.
to find your.
Dear you. Your je ne sais quoi.
or
I'd
just
be
not
far too anxious,
caring.
is what I
Yeah.
mean. You know,
You have to just not give a
Yeah.
fuck slightly. You know, if what
Yeah.
people
Yeah, yeah,
care.
right,
So, like,
yeah,
even
yeah.
if people hate it, you'd be like, right, I'll write something else.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll
after
fucking get them, I'll make them laugh. You know?
after I was like a, you know, solo act on stage.
Yeah.
Everything after that was with my brothers. We became a band. Then we done this, and I've always had someone there to, like, if there's silence, they fill it, you know. Or
Oh, that's
on
good.
stage, I've got someone behind me when I'm the front man, but they're backing me up, you know. So to do that again, and I do want to try to do it because I was asking.
Please let me know when you do. I want to be there.
I was asking Sean McAlevey and all them guys.
Oh, Sean McAlevey.
Can I have a spot? And they're like, I was like, can I wear my balaclava? And they're like, of course, just come up whenever you want, and you know, just we'll book you in for a few minutes or whatever. And I don't know, I'm scared.
I mean, a silence at the Maddens, like you get used to it in like stages. Like I was like, oh, I'm great with bombing. And then I did when I opened for Shane at the Grand Opera.
Yeah.
When my first 2 jokes didn't land, I was like,
No.
when 1,000 people are
Yeah.
silent, you're like,
You feel that one, like-
I want to die.
Then
You know?
I think that prepares you. Then like silence from 30 people, like whatever.
Yeah. So, like, but I like Madden's because you can try new stuff and it's just like no harm, no foul. Like,
Yeah,
go,
yeah.
try it out and then rework it, you know?
Yeah. Fucking mad.
You should do it though.
I'll,
Plus, you get to wear balaclava.
yeah. So it's
Well,
not-
I'll
it's
show
not
up in
really.
balaclavas.
Yeah. It's
We'll all
not
go.
really. That's another crutch of mine, I suppose. Like
Yeah.
it's not me. This is a character I'm playing, sort of in a weird way. Like I'm trying to be as much myself as I can, but I feel like when I'm on, if I do go on stage and start material, I can sort of go, this isn't really me. It's this
The
character.
mask and-
It's this guy with this mask on. You know, and that might make me go. You know.
Gives you that power.
What?
What the fuck
What
are
is
you
it?
saying? You fucking quiet down back, all right? Speak when spoken to.
Where's that
Fuck's
tea? Where's
sake.
that coffee, mate? Have you any last thoughts?
What do you want to plug anything?
So this comes out on Monday, yeah?
This comes out
Aye.
on Monday.
Aye.
Well, follow me on social media and go to the shows.
Go
Go
to
to the
all
shows,
Jazz,
all of the
Jazz and
shows.
Sierra's shows.
There's
Or
many
you can
shows.
donate in my bio to making me a citizen.
There you go.
Fuck.
Make her
Put, a link on.
Make
We'll put a
her
link to that
send
on
her
our-
home. Nah. You're good. You're good people.
Thank you. You guys
Yeah.
are lovely. I mean, am I allowed to say that I've seen things?
Yeah, you can.
go
Yeah.
ahead.
Go ahead, yeah.
So to make me feel safe, they did show me their faces.
I don't think we ever met.
I thought
don't do
about that, like-
I think, he thought about it at the start. He was like, she would just always wear balaclavas when some guests come on. And then we were all at odds with each other. We're like, I don't think we should. Like, and I mean, it seems really creepy.
Well, when it's a girl, yeah.
Especially for you coming down with it.
I was walking around
there's
outside.
No way.
Have you seen the men in balaclavas?
I'm going to a house of men in masks. So,
So
in the right direction.
before this podcast, Jazz went into the local shop and showed the man or woman a picture of 4 guys in balaclavas. Do you know these guys? I suspect they just went, yeah, you get them in the flats down there. They usually do a gun run on fucking Friday mornings.
Christ.
But there you go. This neighbourhood that we're from are looking for 4 maniacs in balaclavas now.
They're all
There's gonna be a
nice,
man hunt.
handsome boys.
Oh,
They're all
thanks.
nice, handsome boys.
Stop it. Jake's ugly though, right?
What? You guys
Yeah.
are all beautiful. All of yous.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for coming on, Jazz.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it.
Pleasure
That was
talking
really
to you.
fucking cool. Yeah, you're really nice.
This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, and we will endeavour to do our best to get out and see you sometime.
Yes,
Yes.
100%.
You will not
100%.
recognise us because you've seen us like very briefly without a mask on. We stand there like, and we're like, we know you. And then we'll like shoot the balaclava like. So,
And then I look forward to seeing you on stage.
well, hopefully that happens. We'll see.
It's going to happen.
I'll
I'm going to
run.
bother you.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll bother you. I'll run some material by you,
Yeah.
and you'll have to be like. Anyway, thank you very much for coming
Yes,
on.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Pleasure.
Class
That was a pleasure.
That was
All right,
fun.
now back to America.
To leave the fucking cocksucking cheese where it is. This magic moment.